UEFA Champions League official sponsor.
San Siro is one of those places in Europe, one of the cathedrals of the game. My name is Chris Whittingham. I'm alongside Ray Hudson. Ray, what are you looking forward to in this second leg?
Well, if it's half as good as last week, we'll all be in for an absolute Aladdin's cave of football treasure. Last week's game was an authentic Champions League classic, and it needs to really come alive. Magic.
Beyond two, and DiMarco with a challenge in, and given as a free kick, Yamal going rolling over. Referee asking him to get up, but still awarding that free kick.
His first one, he rides like a bucking bronco, and then
3 or 4 Barcelona lime green shirts. Yamal bending in, Rafinha arriving, but just beyond him.
Wonderful orchestrated football by the man in lime, whatever colour you call that. Beautiful football. The delivery a little bit al dente from Yamal, but the build-up in another...
Will stay down for the moment. Thuram to get beyond Szczesny, who poked it off him, and then the flag came.
Yeah, it's well off.
But on we go as Yamal plays. Shifting inside, and Yamal the strike right at Jan Sommer.
Mesmeric with this control, then the lift off
towards Barella, inside of Martinez. Barella stinging the palms there of Szczesny, who catches initial parry.
Again, cracking football by Inter Milan. Not just this feed on.
Olmo, though, running into trouble. Good ball from DiMarco. Dumfries and Lautaro Martinez! The captain strikes. The captain is onside. And Inter take the lead in this second leg as they did the first.
The diamond chandelier of a goal, this. It's perfect pyrotechnic passing fireworks from Internazionale. Once they capitalise on this right here, it's beautifully set up. Wonderful play from DiMarco to step in and win. Feeds it out to Denzel, who puts it on an up beautifully.
And Yamal right in the challenge of DiMarco, and still he goes, and eventually the challenge came in.
Wanted the foul, see he was getting clipped. Right here, he's got a...
Accident. Picks his head up and looks for the option. That low cross is flicked out from Olmo, and still got that second bite at it.
Oh, Pedri's asking for a penalty. The referee's pointing at the 6-yard box. Take a look at this. Ooh.
Chatterby went down and might have deflected off his arm on the way.
I think it sprung.
Draws the attention of Mkhitaryan as well, playing with Garcia.
Oh!
Lift in, and Torres was there, as was Rafinha. Goal kick given.
What a ball from Eric Garcia. You can't believe the standing of it. That's a peach of a pass for Rafinha. And it's behind Rafinha too much. Does he get it called off by Torres? Does he shout, leave it? We'll never know. But an absolute gem of a pass from Eric Garcia. That's a magic pass.
Loose giveaway. Lautaro Martinez is in. The challenge required from Kubarsi. And the referee says that's a clean one.
It looked at it in live time that it's an absolute world-class challenge from this angle. Looking down, it's a gamble and a half by Kubarsi, but I think he wins. I think it's a correct call. We'll see in replay, but he goes in sliding down and dirty. Telescopic leg extends itself and gets the ball before the man.
Barcelona playing through under no obligation to put it out of play for a potential injury to Lautaro, but 6 for 7 this season. And potentially the semi-final at his boots. Here is Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Szczesny the wrong way. And Inter 2-0 up on the night. 5-3 up on aggregate. They will be dreaming that they are Champions League final bound.
An explosive, perfect penalty. Nothing less. The camera gets knocked into next week behind the net. And there cannot. This is a wonderful penalty kick conversion.
cover by Garcia. Free kick awarded, though, to Inter.
There's great play by Yamal earlier in this attack. And he goes for the rain.
Behind there, but it's into Yamal. Controlled still by Lamine Yamal. Bastoni contesting it there with Lamine Yamal, but given as a goal kick.
Wonderful control by Yamal again as this ball is stung into him. And he controls it brilliantly. Look at this. It's tremendous. Oh, Bastoni, I tell you what, he's...
The cutback rather than sending it across. They'll lift it in. And on the volley, Garcia! And Barcelona back in it! Perhaps the least likely man on the pitch, Eddie Garcia, gets the goal 8 minutes after the restart. Barca back in it!
The two wing-backs for Barcelona strike up the music. Gerard Martin, it is, who sets the table and polishes the silverware for Eric Garcia to arrive by stealth.
Playing with Martin, lifting in with the block in from Bastoni.
Staggering from the Swiss international. If Internazionale get out of here with this win, there'll be a monument built to Jan Sommer.
And on he goes. Bastoni commits. Free kick given. Here's that skill again from Yamal. Keep on going. Martin lifting it again. Header is on, and this one's in the back of the net. Dani Olmo drawing the tie level. They've come from 2 goals behind for a second time in this semi-final. There's still a half hour to play, and we're tied at 5 on aggregate.
Staggering again. The calculus of football solved in a nanosecond by Dani Olmo.
And now Rafinha played back towards Dani Olmo and poked towards Ferran Torres, but just too far out in front.
Rafinha's magic. Olmo is
Inter back 3 has been under pressure. Mkhitaryan commits, and the question is, it's a penalty just inside the area. Mkhitaryan will argue otherwise,
well,
but it's a penalty to Barcelona.
VAR will take a look at this. Unquestionably. But the smiling referee says that this was inside. Oh. I don't know.
The initial contact comes from the outside there. Does it continue?
Yeah, I don't know anymore. I'll hold my hand up and say, let's go to VAR and take a look at it, because the freeze frame motions will leave you with omelette on your face.
It's a good decision. It's right, but first point of contact is not continuation like holding. Penalty disallowed, and Rafinha will go short. Plays it up for Yamal, and it deflects off a teammate. It was De Jong who was in the way, and it goes over for a goal kick.
It's impossible to see.
Yeah, getting a piece. Yamal taking the strike on, and Sommer.
Against all odds, he turns it all upside down. Everybody in the auntie and uncle looking for him to release the pass, because just out of camera, he had a couple of...
What a ball. And Rafinha! Right at Jan Sommer. Rafinha again! Yeah! It's gone in! Rafinha with his 13th goal in the Champions League, and it might just have sent Barcelona to the final. From 2-0 down in this second leg, they lead by 3 goals to 2, 6-5 on aggregate. What a comeback!
For the ages, Chris. Pedri wins it. Kept on going by Firmino. It's a brilliant release. Beautiful. The Brazilian steps up with his left foot. Beautifully denied by Jan Sommer. Takes it onto his right foot. And
block came in, and now Pedri.
Kobasi comes in and builds the wall. In the last ditch. In the last breath.
And Sommer just goes. Second ball, though, comes to Thuram, neatly controlled. And Martin, another highlight in his terrific performance. But Dumfries, first time at that level. Francesco Acerbi, his first goal this season, draws in that level. assist as Yamal tries to get the beating there of Carlos Augusto, but he wasn't having it.
Yeah, body check by Carlos. Knew exactly when to lay the timber down. Take a look, he is gone. Well, he would have been.
Marshalled out of the area by Araujo, but going the other way, now getting the beating of him, into Taremi, laid up for Fratesi, Fratesi into the corner! Inter lead again! Now in extra time, scored a huge goal in the quarterfinal, Fratesi off the bench, 7-6 to Inter!
Fratesi absolutely leads the charge in full battle cry. A beautiful finish, but watch this setup again. The coolness of the setup to lay the stage for Fratesi's hammer blow. Wants it to get into the box, there's no rushing. The cool as a polar bear's backside when they need to be. Wonderful hold-up play by Thuram. Holds, finds his pass, drives to the dead ball line. Beautiful touch off, magnificent slingshot finish. Too much to contain. Taremi says, can you put this away? And then this beautiful strike is steered like a Ferrari into the bottom corner for the go-ahead goal.
Yamal. And lifting it towards Lewandowski, but too much air underneath it.
Yeah, a great run by Robert. Sees that space, invites the pass on. Lamine.
Hansi Flick suffering in the dugout. He's engineered a brilliant Barcelona season, as that one's a bit late there. And it's going to be given as a free kick to Inter. Araujo catching Thuram there. They'll want more. They'll feel they need more. Bastoni through the legs into Barella, but the halftime whistle goes just as Inter were into an attack. Inzaghi running onto the pitch, can barely believe it. And still lifting in, Lewandowski with his header over.
Fabulous play from a wide from you-know-who. L'enfant terrible. There is Lamine Yamal. Rainbow pass. It looked as if for Internazionale.
Lifted to the back post, Sommer comes and claims.
What a save.
If you're just joining us, Sommer made an absolutely absurd save in the first half. What a fingertip save that is from the sweaty end of the 90 to keep this alive. Lifts it out of play. Still no full-time whistle yet.
There's seconds left. No more.